Everyone, it's time for another battery comparison this time around between the iPhone 15, the Galaxy S23, the Google Pixel 7, and the iPhone 14. So, lots of different devices. The way this works, I have them all tapped out at their max brightness right now. The iPhones, the Pixels all came out around the same time. I have the Pixel 8 actually. I'm going to do a separate comparison on that one. I have them all on their max brightness. All the apps are cleared out in the background as well. So they are all literally just on their main display. I'm going to play a video in the background, just like a YouTube video, so the Androids don't die out. And we'll check back in about every hour or so and see where they're at. So in about an hour from now, we'll check back in and basically see what battery life we're at. All right, everyone, we're now at the 1 hour mark, and we are at varying battery lives. I just loaded up Temple Run 2. I figured it'd be faster, just be easier to kill them all, rather than waiting the whole time. So the iPhone 15 we're at 93%, Pixel 7 we're at 91%, and Galaxy S23 we're at 86%, and the iPhone 14 is at 91%. So far, the iPhone 14 and Pixel 7 are the same. The S23 is doing the worst. And then we have the Galaxy S23 all the way at the end, or the iPhone 15 all the way at the end, that's at 93%. So far, this one's doing the best. I guess we're going to just, again, let them die out a little bit more and kind of see where we're at. I'm pretty much, going to say the iPhone 15 is probably going to win, but I guess we'll wait and see. So I'm going to load up Temple Run 2 and let them die out once more. All right, everyone, it's been another hour, and we are at, again, varying battery lives. So hopping out of all these, the iPhone 15 is at 81%, the Pixel 7 is at 78%, the Galaxy S23 is at 74%, and the iPhone 14 is at 78%. So far, the Pixel 7 and the iPhone 14 are staying about the same. The S23 is still doing the worst, and the iPhone 15, which probably has the brightest display out of all these as far as I can tell, is doing the best. So we will check back in again in about another hour. Hopefully, some of these will be around 50%. And then we'll kind of see what happens after there. So we'll check back in about another hour and see basically where we're at. So it's like 3 hours past that moment of when I was just performing the last, battery comparison. And you can see we're at varying battery lives. The iPhone 15 is at 42%. The Pixel 7 is at 39%. The Galaxy S23 is at 36%. And the iPhone 14 is at 37%. So literally just being on Temple Run 2 for like the last 3 hours, all these battery lives have kind of evened out, and it's actually not as big of a difference as I thought there's going to be. Still, the iPhone 14 is not doing, as good as the 15, but the S23 is still doing the worst. And the reason these keep flip-flopping is because I have to keep tapping the screen so they don't time out, because for some reason YouTube's not working right now. But we'll check back in about another hour even after this, or maybe a couple hours. Maybe by then, hopefully some of these phones will die, but we'll check back in and see where we're at. All right, we're at the 7-hour mark. The lighting is terrible because I have such horrible lighting here and I can't even fix it. But they're all at max brightness still. Hopping out of all of these, you can see the iPhone 15 currently is at 20%. The Pixel 7 is at 16%. The S23 is at 15%, and the iPhone 14 is at 17%. So I am pretty sure that within the next hour, I think the S23 may actually end up dying, and these are going to be very close to dying. I'm not going to lie, this comparison has been much closer than I initially thought. So again, it's going to be very interesting to see kind of what happens here, but we'll check back in about another hour or so. I'll give my final thoughts. I'm pretty sure we can see that the 14 is probably going to not last as long as the 15, but we'll check back in about another hour and see where we're at. All right, everyone, we are at the 8 hour and 11 minute mark, and the phone already died. The Galaxy S23 actually ended up dying. The iPhone 15 is at 5%. The Google Pixel 7 is at 2%. The S23 is dead, 7 hours, 52 minutes, so like whatever that is, like 19 minutes ago. And the iPhone 14 is at 4%. So for some reason, this phone just randomly went on low power mode. It looks like we can't even control that. So I'm going to go and make my way over to my settings here. For some reason, I don't know why this is on low power mode. I'm going to go and toggle this off, so hopefully that doesn't bother anymore. So I think on 5% it automatically powers on. So keep my eye out on all these and make sure they don't die out as well. So we'll check back in. I think these phones are about to die probably very, very soon. So we'll check back in very soon and basically see what happens there. So the test finally came to an end. The iPhone 15 still is playing at 1%, so they all almost roughly died around the same time. So what did we learn? Well, the iPhone 15 is still alive, 8 hours, 24 minutes in. The Pixel 7 died 8 hours, 19 minutes in. S23 died 7 hours, 52 minutes in. And the iPhone 14 died 8 hours and 24 minutes in. So overall, what I can tell you is you are definitely getting the overall better battery life on the iPhone 15 rather than all the other devices. That's kind of what we expected. But it didn't really last as much longer as I thought it was going to, but still the iPhone 15 is the number one, in place right now. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.